Charlotte, can I also ask you, since you work with educating women about code and about technology, do you hear from them, or do you observe that the sort of female environment is supportive in an educational setting? And have you ever experienced like a mixed setting, and was that different?
Yeah, so in terms of with our courses, all of our courses are for women only. So only the students have to be women. And I think, and I suppose it's about bringing together like-minded people, but I also think there's something about being in a similar age group. So for all of our community courses, they're mainly, for our university courses, everyone has to be students at the university, mainly for access reasons. For our London Generals, people who can apply have to basically be aged 18 to 23. So they're in similar age categories, so recent graduates or students, and I think because they're in similar places, I think that really helps them to learn together. Something that we launched is a ones to watch series. So I think this is just building back on the idea of mentors. So these are 25 women under the age of 25 who we think are doing really exciting things in tech and entrepreneurship. And the idea is that it's fantastic having these big figures, male or female, where you can say, wow, look, they're CEO. But actually it's really important to have people who are a bit more relatable, who are just a few years down the line, who you can look at them and say, actually, what have they done? What can I do? And kind of be really inspired by that in a positive way.
Just one last thing on this. I think it's really good that we, as movements progress, you tackle one problem and then you go down layers. So we went from having, people from different economic backgrounds participate in tech. Then we have women in tech, and now we're looking at intersectionist tech, looking at people from all sorts of different layers for society that are underrepresented. It's really important to have that approach in mind when we talk about diversity, because a lot of diversity that I see when it comes to gender just stops there. Stops at gender. It doesn't look at race. It doesn't look at disability. It doesn't look at economic background. I think it's really, really important, these things. And it's it's really important for us to be mindful of that.
Yeah.
I'd just like to just take a quick moment to remind everyone watching to join the conversation online if you'd like to by tweeting with the hashtag panel for parity. So that's panel for PARITY, or using the hashtag WHFNP, which stands for Women Hack for Nonprofits. So maybe I have a couple more questions before we'll take general questions from the audience here in the room or on Twitter. So if you have any questions, get to tweeting.